Bro, in this TV show, Squid Game, these players, man, they are playing these games, and the first one was red light, green light, and man, they were like, they were just like playing the game, thinking that all was well, but then people started losing, and then they started getting shot, man. And that's when these people realized that something was up, man. And bro, there was panic, man. Once I saw that people were getting shot, they were like running to the exit, man. And that just got them shot, man. But there were some people who were like, staying put, They're like, oh, ain't no way I'm gonna try to escape and risk getting shot. And that's lucky, man, because so they were like sticking it through, there's this doll and she's like red light, green light, red light, green light, and they gotta get to running. When that doll says green light, they get to running, and if they don't make it in 10 minutes, and the remaining players, they get shot down, bro. So you gotta like balance it out, you gotta get to run into the finish, but you also gotta keep it a little slow, or you're gonna be walking when the doll says red light and you're gonna get eliminated, man. And so I wanted to talk about like how the main character, he was like Song Jiun. I want to talk about like how he won, bro. It was so close, man. He was like running to the exit, running to the finish line, and then he tripped on this guy that was on the ground. He was dead, and the doll was like red light, and bro, that man almost moved because he fell to the ground, and like right in the middle of him falling, the doll's like red light, and bro, if he fell to the ground, he would have died by the machine guns or the snipers, man. But this good Samaritan, he grabbed Song right when he was about to fall, and bro, that's a good man, bro. He risked his life to save this man. That's an incredible thing to do, man. And bro, in the second game, it was like breaking these crackers, man. But you couldn't break like the shape or you're gonna die. So there were like four shapes. It was like a circle, a triangle, a star, and an umbrella, man. And like they had to pick a shape, and they didn't know which shape to pick. And there was this squad, it was like Song, and there was his friend. Let's just call him Choi, and there was this old man. Let's just call him Spencer, and there was also that guy that saved Song. He's like a Pakistani guy. Let's call him Raj. So man, this Choi, man, he knows what the game is, man, because of this girl that he was talking to. Let's call her Sarah. So he was talking to Sarah, and she was talking about how these gamekeepers they were melting up sugar for the next game, and she couldn't figure out like what the game was based on this. But that man graduated from this business school, and like he was like a genius or something. So he knew what the game was. He knew that they were melting sugar for these these biscuits, for like this children's game where you gotta break out the biscuit in the center. And so that man knew to pick triangle because triangle is the easiest one. You know, you got these straight lines and make it really, really easy to win. And bro, that man betrayed his friends. He knew what the game was, and he didn't tell them, man. He should have told them to do triangle, but he didn't. And betrayed his friends, man. It's so sad. But they all won, man. Even the guy that did the umbrella, man, the umbrella is so hard. But that guy figured it out, man. He figured it out that, like, if you, like, lick the biscuit, it makes it real moist. So, like, it's easier to, like, peel off the outer shell of the cracker. So that man's a genius, man. He really made it through that, man. And bro, I want to talk about like this girl, man. It's like this lady that it's different from Sarah. Let's call her Leslie. All right, Leslie. Leslie is kind of a genius, you know, because she brought a lighter in with her for the games, and bro, she's a genius, man. She was like lighting the needle up with the lighter, so it's like easier to like cut the biscuit in the center, man. And like she helped out this guy that I think she was soft on, man. Let's call him Bully. All right, when she cut out the biscuit with the hot needle, she gave the lighter to Bully, and Bully was meant to make it out. And then Bully just betrays her in the next game, but that's a story for another day. So like they all make it out of there alive. Song, Choi, Spencer, and Raj, you know, they all make it out of there alive, even that man that had the umbrella for a biscuit. And bro, so bro, this guy went crazy. It was like one of the strangers, he lost the game, and bro, he stabbed one of the gamekeepers in the eye with a needle, man. It is brutal. And then bro grabbed his gun and then held him hostage. But things didn't end well for that man. He got shot down in the end, man. But bro, actually no, he actually committed suicide, bro. He actually put the gun to his head and shot. Cause like he found out that the guy that he was holding hostage was just a kid, and he was like, ain't no way I'm killing the kid. And so he just shot himself, man. And I think that was yeah, that was good, you know, and not bringing this kid down with him, you know, because he's gonna die anyway. So why bring this kid down with him? And so, man, on the next game, it was tug of war, and bro, I want to talk about like Bully and Leslie, man. They swore to each other, man, that they would stick it through to the end of the games. And bro, that man Bully betrayed her. He got So Bully got tipped off on what the next game would be because of one of his team members. One of his team members is like a doctor, man, and he's like making underhanded deals with these gamekeepers, you know. He helps them harvest organs to sell, and they tip him off on what the next game is gonna be. So this man Bully knows what the next game is gonna be. And he's like, ain't no way I'm having a girl on my team when I know this is like a contest of strength. So, bro, the girl goes up to Leslie, goes up to him, and she's like, all right, put me on the team. And that man's like, we already got 10 players. And bro, Leslie begs, but it's not enough, man. He's like, ain't no way I'm putting a girl on my team. I know it's a contest of strength. And so the girl ends up going on Song's team. And bro, turns out that she went on one of the winning teams, even though it was like the weakest, you know. They were like complaining about how they had an elderly man and they had like three girls on their team, and they were all complaining, bro. But that man, Spencer, the old guy, turns out that he was a very valuable asset to the company because he played these games when he was young and he knew the strategy. And it's basically just leaning your back all the way back or something like that. And yeah, he just knew the strategy, and it was actually really close, man. They almost fell off the edge. But this guy Choi, he had a strategy, man, where they like release the tension on the rope so the other team falls down. And even though they almost went over the edge, it was like, yeah, it was really close. They almost went over the edge because they like released the tension on the rope. So these guys were like pulling hard, and they fell over on their backs, man, because of the tension that was released on the rope. And bro, they took advantage of that, and they pushed those guys over the edge on tug of war, and that was the end of them, man. So Song and his team wins. So I would recommend that y'all watch Squid Game because it really got all the makings of a good TV show. And that's all I got for the video. Goodbye.